Welcome to the Explainer. So today we're doing something really cool. We are systematizing success. Okay, let's just dive right into this because we're looking at a truly fascinating intersection today. We're going to break down exactly how to combine unbreakable human discipline with cutting-edge AI leverage. You see, the most successful people out there, they don't just work hard, right? They build reliable internal systems, and then they supercharge them with external force multipliers. And by the end of this Explainer, you're going to have the exact blueprint to do both.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll start by tackling the myth of motivation, then we'll build your consistency engine. Next, we'll introduce your AI force multiplier, automate the boring stuff, take a look at the ultimate creator stack, and finally, design your environment.
All right, Section 1. The myth of motivation. Why feelings fail you. Now, what's really interesting about this whole structure is that we absolutely must build the human mindset foundation first, because without that, honestly, deploying advanced AI tools is just like putting a massive engine into a completely broken car. So let's attack a really popular but ultimately destructive idea, this belief that you need to feel like it to get things done. I mean, why do some people actually achieve their goals while others just quit after a few days? It's a harsh reality, but the ultimate differentiator here, it isn't luck, it isn't talent, and it absolutely is not motivation. The true separator is your ability to push through resistance. Your brain is literally wired to avoid discomfort, so it's always going to try to talk you out of the hard work. Champions succeed simply because they stop listening to that inner voice.
Think about motivation like a spark. It's just an emotion. It's temporary, it's unreliable, and it's super fleeting. You light a match, it burns really bright, but then it fades fast. Consistency, on the other hand, that is habitual, logical, and unstoppable. It's the fire that keeps burning no matter what the weather's doing. Look, if you rely on the spark, you're going to be constantly starting over. But if you build that fire of consistency, success basically becomes inevitable.
Moving on to Section 2, building the consistency engine and defeating procrastination.
So now that we know motivation is a trap, how do we actually build that unstoppable fire? Well, you lower the barrier to entry. When a task feels huge, your brain naturally resists it. But if you shrink it down to a 2-minute rule, like literally just putting on your gym shoes or writing a single sentence, that resistance just melts away. And you pair this with the 5-second rule. When you feel that hesitation creeping in, just count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start. You have to move before your brain has the chance to invent an excuse. Over time, taking action just becomes your identity. You stop saying, "Oh, I need to be disciplined," and you actually start saying, "I am a disciplined person."
10,000. You've probably heard of the famous 10,000-hour rule to mastery. Sounds completely exhausting, right? But let the math of consistency sink in for a second here. Mastery is not about giant overnight leaps. Not at all. It's about the compounding power of a 1% improvement each day. It's showing up every single day, even if you're only giving 50% effort, rather than only showing up on the rare days you feel 100%. Repetition is the mother of mastery. It literally rewires your brain until the difficult stuff becomes completely effortless.
I absolutely love this quote. Consistency is the foundation, but leverage is how you scale. Once your human engine of consistency is up and running, you're finally ready for the second half of our formula. You're disciplined, you're showing up, and now we introduce the technological force multipliers to take all that raw human effort and scale it right to the moon. Which brings us to Section 3, your AI force multiplier, the board of directors.
You want to think of this not as trying to find one single magic app for everything, but as building your very own personal AI board of directors. It's a specialized tech stack where the right tool is matched to the exact right task. For instance, for deep research, you don't want standard chatbots. You want Perplexity. It searches actual academic and published papers, giving you hallucination-free, heavily cited research. For professional writing, Claude Opus is just unparalleled for its finesse. For financial admin, Claude for Small Business can actually sync directly with your QuickBooks to chase down invoices for you. And for presentations, Gamma AI can generate a fully styled, beautifully designed 30-second pitch deck from just a single prompt. It's wild.
Let's break this down a bit more. Claude actually allows you to create skills, meaning it can save your specific writing quirks and your professional tone, so every single email sounds exactly like you wrote it. ChatGPT, meanwhile, that's your ultimate personal assistant. It has features like Canvas for interactive code editing and Sora for video generation. But here's the key. You want to keep their memories purposely separated. Claude knows your business inside and out. ChatGPT knows your personal travel and your workout habits. If you mix them, you're going to dilute their power.
All right, Section 4. Automate the boring stuff. Removing friction.
Look,
Discipline is a finite resource. If you spend it all on repetitive, friction-heavy tasks, you are not going to have anything left for the work that actually moves the needle. Enter Zapier and Make. These are your behind-the-scenes operators. For example, if a customer fills out a feedback form, let's say for the Kevin Cookie Company, Zapier can automatically draft and send a personalized thank you response without you lifting a single finger. Make takes this even further with this amazing Glassbox visual canvas. You can literally watch an AI agent read an incoming business email, draft a response based on your past interactions, and then simply queue it up for your human approval. It's delegation at its absolute finest.
But what about your actual day-to-day workflow? Well, Notion AI doesn't just take notes. It actually thinks with you. It allows you to instantly query details from a meeting you had, say, 3 weeks ago. Notebook LM? This is an absolute game changer for learning. You can drop in a massive, dense PDF and it synthesizes it into a super realistic 15-minute two-host audio explainer that you can just listen to on your commute. And Google AI Studio Live can watch your screen in real time if you're lost in Microsoft Excel or you're missing a video file. It verbally talks you through the fix step by step right there in your ear. No way, right? It's that good.
Section 5. The Ultimate Creator Stack. Scaling output. Now, if you're producing content, you know consistency is the hardest part of the job. You have to obliterate those production bottlenecks if you want to scale your output. Descript changes the entire game by letting you edit videos simply by deleting text in a transcript. It instantly removes long pauses and even lets you overdub audio if you misspoke. 11 Labs gives you the most realistic text-to-speech engine on the market. It's perfect for dubbing your content into multiple languages. And Udio allows you to generate completely structured, original music tracks. I'm talking verse, chorus, bridge, just from text prompts. These tools so drastically reduce your editing friction that your human consistency never has a reason to waver.
And finally, Section 6, Designing Your Environment, Setting Up for Success. This is where the human element and the technological element finally merge together. Because, honestly, you simply cannot outperform a chaotic environment. The core message here is curation. Physically, you must remove temptations. If you want to be disciplined, leave your phone in the other room. Keep the junk food out of the house entirely. Digitally, you use the AI tech stack we just outlined to eliminate that friction. When your physical space demands focus and your digital space handles all the boring busy work, the path of least resistance naturally becomes the path of success. Which leads us to our final thought. Your foundation of human discipline is set. Your AI stack is locked, loaded, and waiting to multiply your efforts. So, what exactly is your excuse for not starting right now? Seriously, excuses are the silent killers of success. You've got to stop negotiating with yourself, stop waiting around for that magical spark of motivation, and just start acting. You have the mindset and you have the machines. It is time to build your fire. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I will catch you in the next one.